Halloween, we took this opportunity to use it for some novelty training and also share with you what a trainer's dog can look like. See, we often see dog trainers with these incredible dogs that compete and achieve amazing levels of training, and don't get me wrong, this is far from a video that would put down this side of the dog industry. It is incredible and these trainers are very talented to train to the level they do. However, we have a different view on our dogs. We are pet dog trainers. We do tons of work on behaviour modification and work with all sorts of cases that vary from 8-week-old puppies to bite history, resource guarding, and so on. I personally take great interest in reactivity and the driving forces behind those dogs. Being a part of these transformations gives me the most fulfillment in life. My dogs are a huge part of my life. I am totally one of those people that is glued to them, and my main idea of fun is spending time with them. They are also a huge part of many journeys. They help dogs and are often there beginning. Now, what does this mean? This means that they are a reliable, controlled trigger that I can use in all sorts of training. This does mean that they help build confidence of other dogs. They're used as demo dogs for owners. They have also trained as many owners as I have at this point, being the hands-on tester for our clients to grow their skills and abilities before becoming their own dog's teacher. So their training level, what do I look for? My dogs need a great on and off switch. When I get home, we chill. When we're out, we're always ready to work, but at the same time, they can leave me to work and go have a sniff and disengage or settle for long periods of time. I prioritize distraction proofing and duration overall. A down weight where I can drop the lead and not panic is probably my most used cue, alongside a settle and of course recall. I also do tons of target training in the sense of interaction with objects. As you can imagine, a dog sitting that a reactive dog has seen before and not moving much is probably not going to be triggering for very long if I am doing my job correctly. But this is where I need my dogs to interact with their environment, but also not interfere with the dog's progress and journey. Send-offs around a tree or a place on an object involves running and jumping. High arousal behaviours. These behaviours will stimulate and would more often be a trigger to the other dog. I need my dogs to think on the spot and listen to unpredictable cues, no patterns or chaining of cues, so if I turn my back, it's no different than when I grab another dog to train with. I also need them to listen separately. Just because I call one doesn't mean the other one responds. Those ears are the centre of their success. They need to listen in the moment and be confident in their decision making too. I also let people say hello to my dogs, a little taboo these days, but with dogs that meet clients and interact with clients, it's something I really find an important skill for them. Now, the little sausage, he is a no. He is a rescue and has overcome so much, so we don't pressure him into any hellos of anyone. But my other two, the original duo, they to me need to have the skills to be neutral, ignore, and also interact. Don't get me wrong, Sherlock is cautious of people. We have done so much work on this and his confidence that you usually can't tell, but I'm quite protective over him, as his happiness is the main goal for me. But I know I can trust him in the real world, and he loves with a big heart, so he is a very chatty boy, and guess what? I encourage this. See, his voice is a big part of his personality. I don't want to suppress this in any way, as he loves chatting away. I can ask him to be quiet if he gets a little too excited, but I want my dogs to be them. Because I ask them to listen to me to such a high level, I also want them to be dogs and be themselves at the same time. This can be a fine line and something that's hard to figure out at times, but I love when clients see their different sides and experience training, control, and also happy dogs with tons of personality and some undesirable traits. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, my dogs are trained to jump on cue. They don't jump at others, but they do jump at me when cued. My dogs also sleep in bed with me and chill on the sofa as much as they like. They do indeed eat free food and don't get crated when off duty. This doesn't mean that this is the right lifestyle for every dog, and some would benefit from more structure compared to the overwhelming freedom, which yes, can feel overwhelming to dogs. This has been a journey. I can assure you my 8-week-old puppies were not living the life that my now 4 and 5-year-old love do. But this is all about goal setting, because not now doesn't mean never. Goals are awesome, like taking your dog on the school run with the children, but starting too soon or when you're not set up for success is only going to cause that dream to fade and become stressful, rather than achievement in the future, something to look forward to. Your trainer's dogs don't need to be trained in any specific way, is what I'm trying to say. As long as you see engagement, relationship, and love the way the dogs seem to feel and act in themselves and wish that upon your dog, then you're on the right track with your trainer. It's different in this unregulated industry because we don't go off of CVs. So our dogs are just that, I would say. A journey is a journey too. Embracing our dogs and their personalities is important. My sausage will never be my retriever, but he still does behaviour assessments with me. Every dog is different, and the journey will be about you and your dog and not limited to a one-size-fits-all. Not with us anyway. Happy Halloween. Hope all you had an amazing time and also enjoyed our dinosaur adventure.